All right, so I'm going to show you guys something that I actually learned from one of my reps back 15 years ago. He was a student at the Art Institute from the Virgin Islands in Miami, and so all of his contacts were back home in the Virgin Islands. So he did everything virtually, and this is before we had all the amazing virtual things we have now, which were really developed through COVID. We always had virtual, things because people had friends and family in other areas, but it was like an online PowerPoint or Vimeo or different things. And then during COVID, obviously, we had to go fully virtual or we would be non existent. So, but this is back in 2011, 2012, when Jarrell worked with us. He was, selling Homemaker, Signature, Galley, like all these sets, which, by the way, I never sold sets online before. When I would do an online presentation for like someone's friend or sister who was in another city or state, normally it was like a couple $100 the order for me. And so I was so curious. And when I watched him, I was like, oh my gosh, this is literally what I talk about for in person. And he was just translating it to online. And the magic here is that the customer has to have numbers in front of them when you ask them, do you want to buy this today? Because most people are not going to say yes right away. They're going to think. And when we want them thinking, we want them actually staring at numbers, right? And so you want them going, can I do that? Can I squeeze that into the budget? Like you want them looking at numbers. And so I want to show you guys, this is, exactly, like I'm going to do the close for you, exactly how Jarrell would do it, which created lots and lots of sales. And everybody that I've trained since who does virtuals, who does it in this manner, has I don't want to say better, but like the results are pretty similar whether they're in person or online, just because they're able to engage, they engage with the customer, they keep them involved. Like our top people do a really good job of that. And then the closing, they make sure the customer has something that they're going to look at when they're thinking. All right. And so let me show you how I did this. So now you are my customer. All right. So when it comes to high quality cutlery, it's like anything else. There's a wide variety of quality and prices. Cutco's top rated, so we only compare to the highest quality brands. Have you ever heard of Wusthof or Schoen before, Auntie? And I'm like, okay, well, these high quality sets made overseas are two of the top selling brands in stores. Each brand has different types of sets which range in price. Wusthof is the most popular. Now the price for this Wusthof set is $3,015, as you see on the slide, and sometimes you can find it on sale for $2,300, especially during holidays and stuff. All right, and by the way, even for that type of money, it's definitely worth it. Now, there are some differences between these brands and Cutco. Wusthof has mostly straight edges, so they need to be sharpened, which is a hassle. They're not recommended for the dishwasher, and the warranty is on manufacturing defects only. And so, in comparison, Cutco has our unique, wedge lock handle, exclusive double D stay sharp edge, and we have the 4-part forever guarantee, including the free sharpening. All right. Now, Cutco owners will tell you that it's 10 times better than any knives they've ever used, right? Like my grandma, who's had them 57 years, my best friend's parents have had them from the 70s, my youth pastor sold them in the 80s, still has this stuff, right? Pretty cool. And just considering the unique features and the guarantee, most people, even if they haven't used it a ton, would agree that Cutco is at least twice as good, as Wusthof. And when something offers twice the quality and value, and it lasts forever, you would expect it to be at least, twice the price. And at twice the price, you're talking over $4,000 for a set of Cutco. And actually, Auntie, I forgot to say, can you please grab a pen and paper? Because I'm going to go through prices with you, and I want to make sure you can write stuff down, just like it's on my paper. That way you have it as well to look at. All right, so if you can write this on the top right of your paper, 4,000. And let me know when you're ready. That would be like buying, a really nice sofa set or a really nice, refrigerator or a really nice set of Snap-on tools. But yeah, let me know when you're ready. Like, oh, we're good. I'm like, all right, perfect. So let me show you again. So the sets, so our Homemaker Plus 8 is our most popular set. It's perfect for families that cook 2 to 4 times a week. It has the 10 basic tools I explained earlier, the 8 table knives, the wood block, the cutting board, and the sharpener for the straight edges. The great thing is that it doesn't cost $4,000, although it would be if it was sold in stores. As a matter of fact, and actually you can cross that out, and right underneath that, go ahead and write down 3015, all right, 3015 here. Go ahead and write that down. And I don't know if you remember, but that's actually the price of the Wusthof. And so the great thing is that it actually doesn't even cost as much as the Wusthof. The Homemaker Plus 8 is actually only $17.15. All right, so it's about half the price than what you're going to find on the top quality cutlery in stores at retail. And so that's what that looks like, and that does include shipping and insurance. And you could pay for it in full, but most people didn't put away a couple grand waiting for the knife girl or guy to call. And so a lot of people like to use our Easy Pay, all right? And so what it does is it allows you to put 100% refundable deposit on really any set that you want to try. All right, so go ahead and put just here right next to it, if you can write 100% refundable deposit, okay? Go ahead and write that down. And that gives you 3 weeks to try out the products, all right, and see how you like it. The deposit for this with taxes will be somewhere around $360. Could be a little less, could be a little more. I'm using Houston tax. All right, but let me pause real quick. Let me know when you're ready. You got it? Okay, all right, awesome. So how this is gonna work is you would put down the deposit, and then you would get 3 weeks to use it, abuse it, make sure you love it. Cool. Worst case scenario, send it back. You had free Cutco for 3 weeks. Highly doubt that's gonna happen. Everybody loves this stuff. So you can do one of two things. Either one, you can call and pay it off is one option, all right? Or you're able to keep the Easy Pay, which is going to charge you the same amount every month for 4 more months, all right? And so what you would want to put aside if you did this in the weekly budget, it's going to come out to $90 in the weekly budget, all right? Which will come out to $45 each, all right? So if you want to go ahead and write that down, put a little smiley face. Go ahead and jot that down, all right, and put that on your paper, all right, and then so we've got something called a buy now bonus, all right, and the buy now bonus, this is a reason to buy now versus later. And so if you guys wanted to go ahead and get that today as a free gift, you could actually, let me put here, buy now bonus, all right. You guys could pick out the scissors, or I'm just gonna put here free gift, the kitchen tools. Uncle, I know you love to fish. We actually have some really cool fishing and hunting knives you could look at. Maybe you like that better, but you can do a free gift as an incentive, for getting it now versus later. So anyway, auntie, uncle, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask, would you like to try out the Homemaker today and get your free gifts? You could either pay in full or just do the deposit. That way you can just try it out, see what you think, and then we'll go from there. And that's it, y'all. All right, and so this makes it, and especially if you're doing a virtual demo, you want to make sure that they also get to use it. So you're like, hey, auntie, obviously you guys haven't had a chance to really use it that much yet or hold it. And so a lot of people like this option because it gives you a chance to just try it out, all right? So anyway, just want to share that with you guys. Make sure they're writing it, because now when you ask, most people are going to stay quiet, right? And so you want them to just be able, when they're looking down and they're thinking, you want them staring at this paper to see, can I do that right now, right? And so we want them just staring at it, and then we'll go from there. Cool? So hope this helps.